Welcome back to the PWC channel. Once again, today I have the great pleasure of commentating another Johto League match. It's been a while for me at least, and this one is a Silver League match between Blacky and a coach by the name of Evil. So, Evil, I have to say, he seems to be a really good coach. He is the dominant force so far in the Johto League season. He's currently leading the overall standings, and I think he's only taken one loss along the way and pretty much dominated all his other matches so far. And Blacky is our veteran coach. He's been around from the start pretty much, at least longer than I've been around. I know that much, and he's doing quite well so far. I think he's taken a few losses recently, so he pretty much needs to win this if he wants to still make playoffs. So he definitely has a mountain to climb, that's for sure. And what I noticed about the matchup, as you see, Evil brings all his high tier stuff. He's got Landorus Therian, he's got Rillaboom and Spectre as well. Yuxi, which is his signature, and Cobalion as well as Moltres. I noticed that Landorus T and Rillaboom both look really, really strong for Evil in this matchup. Because if you look at Blacky's team, he really only has ground resists in the form of pretty much Yan Mega and the Cryogonal, which is on the field right now. And obviously both of them get completely screwed by stone or rock coverage, I should say. So yeah, that's something he needs to keep in mind. So someone joined here. Who's that?
Hello, it's SMO.
Ah, SMO. Hello. Nice to have you around for this commentary. So I was just introducing this matchup a little bit. I think that yeah, Evil's high tiers, Rillaboom and Lando, both look really good in this matchup, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's definitely true. I caught the end of that with talking about the ground resist situation.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's really that caught my eye immediately because yeah, I guess if he's got Intimidate on Crook, he could probably possibly switch into Lando, but yeah, I mean there's still the Rillaboom, which is a really good switch against the Crook as
yeah,
well.
and you can only do that so many times. Like the even with intimidate, the cook is going to take a dent each time.
That's definitely true, yeah. And I mean, yeah, I guess Evil Crook is a little bit annoying for Evil to switch into, I guess, apart from the Rillaboom, which Rillaboom gets decent damage from the knock as well. But yeah, so. But still think the matchup looks more in Evil's favor, just at first glance here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, however,
Are they waiting on something, or are they just taking
I don't
time to?
know, I didn't look at the chat. Are they waiting?
Well, they haven't said anything about waiting. I just we've been on this term for a while.
They might just be
Deciding. Yeah.
thinking. Because looking at it, I mean, for Blacky, it should be pretty clear here. He pretty much has to go into Toxapex.
Yeah.
I don't see any other option. And for Evil, I mean, if he has it, he could lay up, put up Staff Rocks if he has them, and he could also click Volt Switch if he wants to predict the Toxapex if he has that.
Yeah, if he's if Blacky's maybe like Scarf Crook or something, he could go into that as well.
Really, because then he risks. It's also possible for Evil to just click Close Combat.
I was thinking he was going to click Ironhead, and I didn't even. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, you're totally right. That's a bad call. Yeah, he does just have to go to Oxfex, I think.
yeah. And Evil, I think. I don't think Evil would click Close Combat here. I think he will just either go for Volt Switch if he has that, or put up Stealth Rocks.
I think Rocks makes a lot of sense, especially with the talk about how like his resists to the ground and grass are not great because it means that when the few things he does that do sort of spec
Mm-hmm.
Landorus Rebellion to some extent come in, they take even more of a dent every time, which just helps him wear them down until he can eventually just sweep.
Yeah, he goes into Yan Mega. All right, and we do see
Yeah.
the Volt Switch indeed. So this is pretty much a choice now for Evil. He could go into Moltres, could go into Lando as well.
Yeah.
I noticed that should the Rillaboom ever switch into a knockoff, and if it has acrobatics, it pretty much wins on its own because then it has got coverage against Yanmega and the what's it
The
called,
fight.
Jangmo-O.
Yeah, yeah, Jangmo, or is that the baby one?
Yeah, that's the baby one. Probably with Eviolite. That would probably be
Hakamo.
Blacky's Rillaboom answer.
Hakamo.
What's it called? Hakamo-O. Oh,
Hakamo. Yeah.
oh, oh, oh. I'm really not familiar with Gen 7 ones. I skipped that gen completely.
That Pokemon would be so much better if it had body press.
Ah, it does not have body press.
It does not get body press.
Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, I could see that. Iron defense, body press, maybe. Stealth rocks. That could be nice. All right, so Evil decides to go into Moltres here.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense because you want to. The lantern, not lantern. The Landorus is nice to be able to like switch in on something once
Mm,
the Moltres forces this out.
yeah, that makes sense. Also, Blacky is really low on flying resists. In saying that, that means he doesn't have a single flying
Yeah, it doesn't
resist.
have any at all. Yeah.
I mean, I guess Toxapex can still take it just due to its raw bulk, but yeah. I mean, it's not like Evil is ever gonna hit a hurricane, so nothing to worry about
Yeah.
here.
I actually wonder if he maybe has the air slash, just because. I mean, I don't know what other Pokemon Blackie didn't bring to this, but he's got three Pokemon that are weak to flying here. So air slash would do a lot to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just looked at the entire team. I don't remember what else that Blackie has, but what I do remember is looking at it and looking at, well, where are the ground resists? Because actually, these two that he's got with him, the Cryo and the Yanmega, are his only
Yeah.
ground resists. I don't think he
Ah,
has a single grass type on his team, or if he has, it's not ground resistant. That's the only thing I know about his team. Yeah, and Evil's team just is really really strong overall. He's currently leading the Johto League.
yeah. I mean, what he has with him looks very scary. Like
Yeah, it is.
he's like five Pokemon that have been like on ladder, been like OU or UU staples at some point.
Yeah, and Yuxi is a pretty decent signature as well because it's pretty
Yeah,
versatile. Can
yeah, and it can take hits super well.
Yeah, and it's a good pivot. It can be a cleric as well. Can put up stealth rocks. Can do a lot of things. It's probably also a good-ish answer to Mega Galate, but yeah, just looking at it, what does Evil really have to fear from Mega Galate? His team looks really good against it. Apart from maybe this Cobalion. Yo, also what I wanna say is
When
my
exactly does
what?
when exactly does speed boost trigger? I'm just trying to figure out if.
Ooh, I didn't even pay attention to that. It should trigger at the end of turn one when it's in. Did we see
Okay.
a turn completed by the Mega?
We didn't see it in for a whole turn. It came in last turn and it's
Yeah,
leaving
so
now.
I think it wouldn't have triggered if he has it. But
Okay.
I've seen Blacky run Tinted Lens before, so it's possible that he's running it
Yeah,
again.
that's what I think. Because Tinted Lens is actually a really strong ability.
It is good, yeah, it is good. Because Jan Mega isn't looking too shabby as well in this matchup. The only thing that Evil doesn't have a single air slash resist, and the bug resist obviously there would be Cobalion and Moltres.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Neither player has a flying resist.
Yeah, I mean flying is a really really strong offensive typing. It's one of my favorites actually.
Yeah,
It's one of those
yeah,
typings that you can run mono attacking sets with a lot of the time.
yeah. It's one of I remember. It's one of those. This is talking about ladder again, but like it's one of those types that there's like a legitimate archetype in
Yeah,
on ladder in traditional
there was
tournament where
there
you
was
just
like
remove four flying types.
back in Gen 6 when I was playing on the ladder. That was a strat,
Yes.
a legitimate strat called Flying Spam. You would just run
Yeah,
2 or 3 Pokemon with flying type stabs. I think there was Mega Pinsir and Talonflame were the big ones that you would run back then. Yeah, that
I
was
remember a flying spam team in either Gen 6 or Gen 7 that it went around for like about a week, and people called it extra chirps,
yeah,
and it was super dominant for like on a high ladder. Almost every match you'd play, you'd run into
yeah.
extra chirps off in a mirror because you're playing it yourself for about a week, and then I don't really remember why it stopped, but
It's- I remember that phase. All right, so we do see the Yuxi here on Mega Galate, which
and
is
Psycho Cut.
Psycho Cut. That's interesting. So Blacky really doesn't want to miss the Zen Headbutt here. Yeah, I mean Psycho Cut is nice because once the Yuxi is gone, it is neutral against everything at least. But
Yeah, that's true. And if this, I'm trying to think. What I mean, it gets Shadow Sneak. I'm trying to think what else could it potentially hit UC with.
I mean it gets
Probably,
knockoff as
probably.
well.
Yes, true.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And Yuxi can probably now set up Stealth Rocks. Alright, we have
Hey yo, what's up, people?
we have Prof joining the commentary squad as well. Nice, hello Prof.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I mean nothing much is up. We've seen here turn 4 in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
this
a very deliberate game that is happening right now.
yeah,
What the
so this is
fuck? Hakomo? Oh, sure, deshalb.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Evil, wasn't that guy, didn't he had Megazord X?
No, that's Galappa Boys. Evil is
Ah,
the other really strong player in Johto League. He's got a really scary team as well. And we do see Cryogonal coming in on Yuxi, which makes a lot of sense to me because Yuxi could have definitely put up Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, he's in the way. And it has a lot of SPDF.
yeah,
Although that
Cryogonal is amazing for a D or E.
It
What,
is it is D tier. We moved it to D tier.
yeah.
It's one of the better D tiers in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's really fast. It's like
yeah,
it's
really
not
fast.
that strong, but it's a very fast special tank
Yeah,
that
it's
can defog
OP, but it's
and rapid
fast.
spin.
Yeah. It has so many uses.
And
It's one of these mons that what you want to look for, what at least what I always look for in a low tier is there are mons that can fill roles that can be really useful in some matches, and Cryogonal is one of these mons because a lot of teams are really weak against freeze dry, and yeah, that coupled with the
yeah,
fact that it can spin and be fast and
like ice might not is probably besides bug one of the worst defensive typings I would say, but it's still like it has a lot of weaknesses, but still there are some Pokemons that are really struggling with Cryogonal, and I think Cryogonal is yeah. Oh wow.
he
That,
misses the toxic. That's unfortunate.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cryogonal, and it's like 105 base speed, which is just mind blowing. I
Yeah,
would
it's just
say.
really good. It's just really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I like there are some other Pokemons that are also yeah useful in D tier, but I would say Cryogonal is probably one of the best, if not the best, D tier we have because it's like just a special Everlock, which is fast.
Yeah, I guess it's at least to some degree comparable. Yeah.
Yeah, like you'll always play boots on it. But like yeah, if you don't bring it with boots, it's just a rapid spinner to be fair, but it's yeah.
All right. At
The
this
addition
point,
of the game is a big boon for both of those Pokemon, Cryogonal and Avalugg, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they both are really like I was so grateful for the heavy duty boots. Um
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Heavy duty boots are probably the best addition to competitive play in Gen 8, in my opinion. He's a
Yeah,
really,
they're
really
like.
nice item.
I mean, we
I like a
now
couple of new moves a
we
lot, like
see.
the Isle of Armor move tutor moves as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, flip turn, for example. But I mean, in this match, we already see three Pokemons that are like amazing with heavy duty boots. You see Yamaga, you see Cryogonal, and you see Moltres, which are like all of those three. They were just amazed by heavy duty boots, and they just got a really big push.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the new moves, I like them. I really like them.
A lot
There are
of them,
some
yeah.
which yeah, there are some which are brain dead, but that's mostly
Yeah,
because
I
of
could
the
have honestly
Pokemon.
done without Flip Turn. Flip Turn just made some rain builds so much more annoying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
For
very.
example, Mega Swampert
Yeah, that's
is
so annoying.
or Milotic.
I do
They would
appreciate that they at least gave it slightly less power compared to U-turn and Volt Switch. Like they were aware that it's just a way better type.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So what we'll note is the first 5 turns of this game, what effectively happened was we got back to the same like matchup that was in on turn 1,
Yeah.
except Blacky's Pokemon were at half their HP.
And it definitely took 15 minutes. So, yeah. I
By the
guess
way, you're recording. Uh, don't aren't you?
I
I
am
think.
recording, yes. I
Okay,
hope
good, good.
I will also keep recording because last time I tried to record a match with SMO, my PC just crashed and it never recovered.
Yeah,
So it's
shame on
just
you,
frozen now.
SMO. Shame on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't
Yeah.
his fault at all. He actually
Yeah,
saved the
of course
recording,
not. Of
but
course not.
yeah, my PC kind of didn't recover from that. All
I think
right,
I think
PWC knockoff.
Oh,
right.
That's huge.
sheesh. Okay.
That is huge.
That's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spectre doesn't have any
And a
bulk,
Toxapex
and
question mark.
But
oh
you know,
my god, like I mean, it's Johto League. You never know what kind of sets those guys are playing. Yeah, but I'm really amazed by the Hakomo. Like,
It makes sense to me because it's probably Blacky's best answer to Rillaboom because he is really weak to it.
does what does? Yeah, yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that. I see that.
The only other thing that's good against Rillaboom is the Yan Mega, but
Yeah,
even
and
that
Yamaga doesn't
struggles.
take anything.
Yeah, it got weakened first turn by a Volt Switch, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I definitely what I see is Mega Glade. I think Mega Glade, if the Yuxi gets a bit more chip damage,
Yeah,
Mega
if
Glade with
Yuxi gets
Sword
chipped,
Stance.
if Spectria dies,
Oh,
if Moltres dies, and if Landorus Therian dies, then it's good, yeah. And also
yeah,
if
yeah,
Rillaboom dies because it can just Grassy Glide it.
yeah. But I'm
even
like maybe a bulk up with Shadow Sneak.
yeah, Shadow
Would,
Sneak grants the Spectre Air,
yeah,
and
bulk up with Shadow Sneak would be amazing for Glade, and then maybe as let's say Drain Punch and Ice Punch, and he just needs to weaken the Moltres. But then, yeah, yeah, maybe
Then he
it's about
also
the. Oh
kind of
wait,
needs
yes,
to
Psycho Cut. Well,
weaken Yuxi as well. But yeah, I guess it could potentially do something. At least we see Blacky do some huge work on the Spectria here. Spectria tried to
yeah.
burn the Toxapex but misses, which is really unfortunate for Evil.
To
And
be fair, like he missed a toxic with Cryogonal on what was it? Oh yeah, Yuxi. Yeah, yeah, that would like if he chips on Yuxi, Galai can do some shit. So yeah, both unfortunate.
possibly. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Spectria being low is really annoying for Evil because looking at it, Blacky doesn't have a normal type, so Spectria could have definitely done some work later game. Alright, so
Oh,
this
oh, the
Spectria
Cassette
Toxapex is
Berry.
doing lots of work right now. Cast
Oh
Berry,
yeah, the anti
anti-ghost.
ghost berry.
yeah.
What?
Okay, well, I don't even know what Pokemon that is.
Yeah, that's strange.
Right.
I mean,
There must be a Pokemon that hasn't been brought.
maybe Gengar? I don't know. Just,
Does he have that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe for Shadow Sneak on Mega
Yeah, but
Glade.
the Kobo Berry would have made
Even
a
yeah,
lot more sense to me
yeah,
because there's also Crocodile which is running around,
yeah,
and Mega
I
Grenade is
don't.
also faster and does have knockoff, so
Maybe Evil wanted to prep for his own spec trial with the Yuxi. You never know.
maybe Blacky also has Ditto.
Okay,
Does he?
he has an Alolan Marowak. That seems to be his only.
Yeah,
I think.
but even then, a little Marek should. I mean, Yuxi is bulky. Yuxi is bulky. You
Alright,
could
so there
maybe.
go these Stealth Rocks finally.
Okay. And this is like the easiest knockoff of the century, I would say. I mean,
Not really, because Evil
not as
does
the
have
Cobayan.
Cobalion.
Just a little.
I would say this is the craziest EQ predict of all time now. He just clicks EQ in the face of Yuxi. Possibly. I mean, he could also put up Stealth Rocks himself now. It's not like Evil enjoys those being up. So yeah, I would
Yeah,
hope.
it's actually an interesting decision point. There's a lot of ways this like because obviously if he clicks a dark move, it doesn't want Cobalion to come in, but also like clicking a ground move when he's got 3 ground immunities is difficult. And like if you want to level like, but if you even want to level like, oh, he's just switching.
Oh wow! So he predicted the Lando to come in apparently, but he still has to fear the Lando being Scarf now, because if it is, it just clicks. If Evil wants to risk the Stone Edge, he could definitely do it. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting now as well. This
Yeah.
is looking as so. I think Blacky is hanging in there. Honestly, he made some good progress with the Toxapex there.
Yeah, definitely. And if the Landorus isn't Scarfier, an ice move is actually really great because the Lando has to switch out, and like I guess Cobalion is the only thing that can really. I mean,
Yeah.
Evil really
you-
can't risk the Lando, because look at his team. If he
Oh,
loses
okay.
Lando, Evil does, then he pretty much loses to
True.
Toxapex with the entire team that's left.
Yeah. Yeah,
Potentially, at
but
least.
even.
Apart from maybe
Oh yeah,
Rillaboom if he solves that.
He has Rillaboom for Crocodile. I just noticed.
the
Um.
Cryogonal is actually not that bad. Like if the Cobalion can get threatened by the rest of his team, because like if the Lando isn't Scarf, it
Mm-hmm.
probably kills it. It threatens to maybe kill or almost at least Rillaboom if it lives a grassy glide, which
Nah, it doesn't live a grassy glide, but I mean, it can definitely come in on Yuxi.
yeah, because it also it's already shown the toxic, which even at 70, Yuxi doesn't want to get toxic,
Yeah. And I
and,
mean,
and
this Cobalion isn't that threatening as long as he's got this Toxapex around. The only thing that I see is that's annoying for Blacky here is the fact that he has Volt Switch, which means that on the switch into Toxapex he can always click Volt Switch
yeah,
and just get in the Lando, which is the biggest threat. And he predicts the Volt Switch here as well, which is a good play in my opinion, because he's gonna go for it. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice by Blacky. He's playing well. He's playing very well.
he he pretty much has to be scarfed if he's doing this though, right? Because
Yeah, he has to. And I'm not sure if he is, honestly, but on the other hand, it might be worth taking damage here, because the close combat is not gonna kill, if he can lure the evil to stay in and get rid of this Cobalion, because that, as you said, opens up a lot for the Cryogonal.
Yeah.
It might be worth it, honestly, because
I mean, for
what
what
does he
does he
really
need
need the
Krug?
Croak for?
Yeah. I
Not
mean, if
not
he
that
wants
much.
to, he could go for Scale Short or some shit.
Yeah, but
But I don't think
that's
that's it. Yeah,
yeah.
I think now it's just the decision between EQ and Crunch.
Honestly, I would probably, regardless of whether I'm Scarf or not, I would try to make the trade Cobalion against Crocodile if I were Blacky, because Cobalion just roadblocks a lot. It, it's
yeah,
annoying for Yan Mega. It's annoying for Cryogonal, And
I
yeah,
think
I
it
guess
makes sense, but the question is, what do you lock yourself into if you are Scarce? Because if you want to make the trade, you've got to click what I guess is like high horsepower, probably because of Rillaboom, and then he has 3 immunities to that. And if you click a dark move, it's not unless he has like
it's
super power.
it's definitely not a simple turn here. And he goes for Snap
Oh,
Edge. Wow,
okay.
that's
Brought him
insane.
anything, but yeah.
It also did nothing.
Yeah, that was just like really high risk and really low reward, honestly. Because if he stays in, he just loses Crook for nothing, and if he switches into Lando, he does 14%. So yeah, I mean, I guess if he went into Moltres, that would have been insane, but yeah, that would also have been a bad play just by Evil. He had better options.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this has to be defensive landers for that damage.
Probably, but we don't see leftovers, which is interesting. So I could see Yachi Berry on this Lando just
Yeah, that's
for
what
the
I think.
Ice Punch from Gallade, which is probably more so what you are thinking about when you put Yachi on there, as
Yeah,
opposed to the Ice Beam by Cryogonal, which is really not the highest concern probably being allowed here. Right, he goes into Gallade, which is a very interesting switch. So I think this Crook is pretty much confirmed Scarf now.
yeah, which isn't super well positioned. I think just because like
Yeah, it's just tricky. He has to make a really strong prediction every time. And it's not like he gets huge reward when he gets it right. So,
yeah,
yeah.
like best case scenario is that he takes one and then some, and that's like best case scenario,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
not very obvious how Blacky wins this. I guess his best bet probably is Toxapex.
Hakomo, for sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Hakomo O now probably for the first time, now that the Rillaboom came
Maybe.
in. I think he's not even gonna think that long this time. But yeah, once he manages to what? Okay.
oh, stacking it. Okay,
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, I guess if he doesn't run heavy duty boots, Jan Mega was kind of useless now. All
Yeah.
right, so that's the first KO of the game, turn 16, minute 35. But
also
yeah,
fake out Rillaboom, so it's not like banded or anything.
yeah,
Unless,
I
unless it is
guess
banded, that would be ambitious.
it's probably gonna, probably gonna run acrobatics. I would guess maybe would make sense to me. Right, he goes into Gallade, which is interesting because I would guess Gallade dies to this Grassy Glide now.
What if it's not banded? That then maybe not.
Wanna bet? I think it's gonna
Maybe.
die. I think it's just gonna straight up die now.
I think it might.
Okay. And he goes for Ice Punch as well. Half predicting the Lando here. That made sense to me. But this also means that this Yuxi is not gonna die to knockoff now.
And Yoxi is just going for the freest U-turn of the world. I mean, or T-Wave, but I think U-turn is more
He
likely.
has foul play on this Yuxi, so that's also
Yeah,
an option.
that's pretty quick the last time it was in.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, it's definitely gonna get 2-hit KO'd by the knockoff now. So, and it's not gonna kill with foul play. So yeah, that would be pretty much a Yuxi sack. But he goes into
Okay, that
Cryogonal.
is. Oh, that is good. That is good for
Blacky's
Blacky. Now he can just.
playing well.
he can-
IMO.
Yeah, he can just go for the rapid spin now, or defog if Spectra comes in. I don't know what he has. What do you guys think he has? Does he
I
have defog or rapid spin?
probably rapid spin, I would guess.
yeah, I would have thought. Although before this, I didn't actually even know that there's got defog. I just thought it rapid spin.
Yeah, it's just because you run rapid spin most of the time, but it also gets defog. I had it last season. I think I used defog most of the
Okay.
time because
And
it's
he
super
goes for the
strong.
ice beam. What the fuck?
With the Spectre
Uh,
on the other side, it would make sense to run the defog.
Yeah, it makes sense a lot of the time, in my opinion, because I'm really paranoid of running rapid spin.
In this case, it would have also the rapid spin would make sense though because once you clicked it, you're faster than Scarf Landorus. But
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you would also be faster than potential Scarf Moltres here. But I think 29%, that looks pretty specially defensive to me, this Moltres. Goes for Toxic. Oh, and alright, so Blacky is outplaying Evil a lot of the time, but I think Evil just has such a strong matchup that he doesn't really need to take any risks or need to outplay Blacky. He's still in a stronger position here in the long run. But Blacky is doing a fantastic job, in my opinion.
yeah, I mean he's so Evil's just gonna click fake out here.
Yeah,
Um,
no questions asked, pretty much, yeah. I mean, he could also click Grassy Glide, which Blacky only has the Hakamo as his only resist at this point, so yeah, it looks like Rillaboom will win this game eventually, probably.
yeah, in fact, it is better to click Grassy Glide here. I feel like
Yeah,
because either will kill Cryogonal and
it is.
Grassy will do more damage to.
Honestly, I don't really see how Blacky, and this might sound harsh, but I don't really see how Blacky prevents the 6-0 here if Evil plays his cards right.
Yeah. So the
Looks,
Hakamoto does come in, but I'm just thinking about it, and I think Grassy Glide actually still would have just done more than Hakamoto, right? Because with the terrain and with the stab, it's
certainly,
still
certainly, yeah. I mean, it is base power just over 100, so you would have that would be over 50, and fake out is 40, so it definitely would have done more, but yeah, it's not like it's a huge difference.
yeah, it doesn't.
And I guess you would you would prevent ice shard damage if he has it on Cryogonal. So maybe, yeah. As I said, I don't really see how Blacky does this here because Moltres is probably a really free switch into Hakamo. Oh, I would guess. Also Yuxi possibly.
Yeah, I can't see this Hakamo really doing much of anything.
Oh, now
okay.
that
Yeah, that
will
was
surprise us.
like the
Knockoff?
problem. The problem is that Blacky thought that Hakamo would just be the little Kommo on the offensive side. Um, I think. Uh, I mean, what is he gonna do now? Like,
Yeah, we'll
Hakamo
see. I
has
mean, this is he's still at
this
good
is
health.
Johto League. This is Johto League, guys. No,
He's got
forget that.
Ace Scissor. Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess he damaged the Rillaboom a little bit. That's nice.
Damage, dude. He tickled him. Yeah, I mean, this thing
For
has
another bit.
75 base attack.
I mean,
What, like,
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
won't
have.
do shit.
It has one
Like,
decent stat in its defense, but
yeah,
and even that's not like great. It's like 90.
yeah.
yeah,
And
that's
like,
fine in conjunction with the Eviolite, but he doesn't have that anymore, so
I
Yeah.
mean, what else does he have? I mean, he could be sword stance with autonomous, but like then the rank dance would just be
Yeah,
way
just drag
better.
it twice, and you get the same result with only spinning.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it. Um, then what else could he do? For come on, it has bulk up maybe coach. Oh yeah, that is. Huh.
but yeah, now
Yeah,
this is getting low, this Hakamo, and after that, Komo is Rillaboom is just winning the match pretty much. Alright, he goes
Yeah.
into Landorus. Now, does this thing get like Ice Beam? That would be nice.
I don't think
Uh,
so.
nope.
We'll
It
get ice,
does.
but this does not.
It doesn't have ice punch. I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Kamo gets a whole ton of moves that this thing doesn't get.
Yeah, I mean, Hakamo only has Aqua Tail to hit Landorus effective, so
This Totemize is throwing me for a loop. I don't know why. What that was. What is this for?
Um, I don't know. I guess it is for don't know.
it is for Johto League.
I mean, Blacky is pretty insane. He used at one point he used a cast form as his signature,
Yeah,
and
last season.
yeah, he likes to play crazy sets, so that's pretty much par for the course here for him. Autotomize
By the way, I just
Autotomize
noticed
Blacky.
another move from. We talked about that, like, what, turn 5 ago. Um, we were talking about moves from the Isle of Armor expansion that really influenced the competitive. I think Scale Shot is also. I just noticed Scale Shot exists now. It's
Yeah,
like it helped someone's really hard. Like for example, Crocodile is
Oof.
now an amazing sweeper.
Yo, Blacky is the amount of insane predictions by Blacky that work out for him in this match are
Yeah.
really impressive. Like
Yeah.
switching Toxapex into Landorus for, and I don't know if there was a prediction that Toxic. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna work out for him still because.
because now he just has to get back out again.
But I would say if he manages to burn this Lando now with a Scald as Lando clicks EQ, that might be huge because then he can switch out and then he can potentially win the game on its own with this Toxapex because I don't think Evil can break it after that. If he loses Lando, he can't break it anymore because Rillaboom does not have Sword Stance. It can't break Toxapex. So yeah, Evil is doing the right thing here, switching out. He
That's
can't
true.
he cannot risk Lando at all, so otherwise he just loses to Toxapex.
And he doesn't.
By the way, Rillaboom doesn't have a sword stance. Look at his set. He has Fake Out, Knock, and U-turn.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. The last move basically
So
buys him his
Rilla
life. It
He
can't
also
risk
doesn't
Lando
can't
fit
still.
in well to a Skull
kill.
here at all, right? Because Spectrier dies, I think.
Yeah, probably because it's also
Yeah.
burned.
Doesn't want to let Rillaboom get burned. Moltres will.
Yuxi probably doesn't have a psychic move. I think maybe. I think the only move it has, besides a full play U-turn Stephrox, is maybe T-Wave. And
Yeah,
Cobayan, if it could stay in after the wall switch, maybe, but
the
not
wall
like
switch is
that.
gonna do like
Um,
20% to Toxapex. It's
oh
not gonna do
yeah,
anything.
yeah. Then that's about it. Moltres can't really break it as well.
Motus is also toxic, so yeah,
Yeah.
this game is not over in the slightest. The only
No.
thing that beats Toxapex is Lando, and if it needs to take one Scald at the least, if Blacky keeps it healthy, and if it gets burned with that Scald, Blacky can switch out, switch back in, and he has won the game.
Yeah,
That's honestly the truth. That's pretty much it.
I think now the play for Blacky would be to go into group. I mean, what is Yuxi going to do?
yeah.
U-turn
Depending on
isn't the play. Like,
depending on what
it,
Yuxi's last move is, the move here might actually just be the Scald again.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think the two moves. There are two possible ways. I think the last move is T-Wave or Psychic, and on both Crook is like an easy answer.
it might
And
also be Toxic or Heal Bell. That's also possible.
yeah, but those like then Yuxi can't touch Toxapex at all.
Even
And
if he has Psychic, it's not gonna do much. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
think even if
yeah.
he has, I think he should Scald here because even if he has Psychic, he takes this much. He gets that out when he.
But
Oh
he has
yeah.
the special defense drop.
He
Now he has to
starts.
switch out. But he gets the burn.
Oh
That's huge. Man, this Toxapex is not over, guys. So
yeah, the
Blacky has to
stars are
switch
back.
out into
Good.
Crook here. He has to.
Yeah.
Because he
Because
doesn't
Utah
want
won't
he
do
doesn't want to
anything.
get damage on his Toxapex.
Yeah, I mean going Crook is fine. I think if the Crook itself, because if it's Scarfed, it probably has U-turn. So if he just goes Crook and then U-turns,
Yeah, but that isn't a problem for the crew because Yuxi is burned. It's like
Honestly,
it's
well,
only
I mean if the Crook U-turns because it's Scarfed.
At this point, you really just
True.
wanna weaken the Lando as much as possible. So if he goes into
Wait.
Crook on the
Wait.
U-turn and he goes into Lando, honestly, just stay in and click knock
What
on
is?
Lando. Just get as much damage as you can.
Yeah.
I did not think that this would be so. No.
Oh my gosh, what are you
Huge
doing?
mistake. That was.
Oh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, Blacky? What are you doing? You had it.
I mean, it's
You.
not like he had it, but he had a chance at least, and he still has. I mean, he has regenerator. He can just get it back
Yeah,
easily.
but
Yeah, he just
still,
generate
like,
this now.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
What the actual fuck?
that was not the play.
I mean, now he can go into Cobain. I mean, it doesn't kill you with a close combat. Yeah,
That's a shame. Would have loved to see. I mean, yeah, it's yeah. I'm talking like it's
you
over,
can
but it's
just go
kind of
into
not.
Lando and EQ now. Yeah, Blacky doesn't have a switch for EQ.
Yeah, after this cryogonal, which is at 9%, is dead. He doesn't have a ground resist left, but and the Eviolite is gone from the Hakamo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also true. But yeah, as I said, it's pretty much Lando versus Toxapex here, and Blacky just took really crucial damage on the Toxapex because now it can't
Yeah,
live
that
a.
wasn't worth it at all.
Nah,
It's
definitely not. Now it can't live a EQ anymore from the Lando, and yeah,
out.
so
Yeah,
this is a
good
free
play.
switch into Crook here. He has to go into
Yeah,
Crook,
or he stacks the Cryogona first,
yeah, which is possible.
maybe.
That's possible, yeah.
Or the Hakomo, like, they're both useless now. But, yeah.
Hakomo would actually be a possible switch because it has bulletproof, so it's immune to Shadow Ball, and there's the possibility that Evil doesn't
Yeah,
have
but I
it.
don't think Blackie recognizes that.
I think he does. If he brings it, he would probably think that that is.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, never know. You never know. You never know.
Because it also resists Dark Pulse, so yeah, it's probably gonna do a fine job of checking Spectria.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Hakumo is probably the move here.
Yeah. And it's still not over. He has to somehow get this Toxapex back up, which he can thanks to Regenerator.
Yeah, he has 4 Pokemons to sack. So, yeah, Toxapex can get
Ah,
back
he
out.
goes into
Oh,
Hakamo, which is
oh, does
also
he know
true.
it? Does he know? Oh, okay, good play, good play.
Good
Good
play
play
by
by you.
Evil, yeah, but I mean, it's not the biggest deal in
Yeah,
the world.
Yeah, because this wasn't really about anything anyway, so.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if he has it, wait, does Akomo already got Stealth Rocks? That would be
Please click
kind of
Toxic
cool.
here. Have Toxic.
It does not.
Those are crucial. Oh, so he's Rocky Helmet. The Lando is.
Yeah, that means
No,
it's a defensive
3%.
Lando,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
definitely
say.
defensive.
Yeah, it also has Toxic, so you would expect it to be defensive, and it makes sense against Mega Gallade as well. So yeah. How much does Toxapex Scald even do to Lando?
I would say around 30, maybe. I don't know. It's
Yeah, it has to burn. It has to burn. That's the only chance Blacky has, pretty much. He should just stay in and sack this Hakamo now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. If had he not stayed in against the Psychic, that was so unnecessary. He could really easily just have switched into Crook on that. Because
Yeah, if he had kept the HP up, I think he was actually, as we were saying, like not in a bad position.
not at all. He definitely had a very good chance. And yeah, he can still bring it back, but it's a little bit more effort now. He has to work some magic to get the Toxapex back up. Alright, Drain Punch. So Hakomo did the crucial 6% here on to Lando.
He did get a solid 1.5 back though, so
Alright. So he dies to the burn now. Oh no, the Rillaboom decides to save him.
save it. Yeah,
Yeah, which is interesting. So Rillaboom is leftovers.
yeah. Fake out, knock off, U-turn,
And Grassy Glide would be the last
probably.
move. So it can't touch Toxapex whatsoever.
I just don't get the Hakomo set. It doesn't make sense at all.
I mean, it has Shadow Claw to hit
It doesn't
Spectrier.
hit anything. It has base,
It
once
is
again,
it is
85
a check to
attack.
Spectrier and Rillaboom. That's
Yeah,
why he
to be
brought
fair,
it, so he has
Spectre
defense.
has no defense, and
Yeah, but if it's the
don't have
check,
off
why
flash.
would you run Atomize over Toxic, for example?
Yeah, yeah, that's. I
Like,
mean, it's Blacky. He's a free
I
spirit.
get the I
So
get the thing with
that's
the
a good play
check.
here.
I
That's
know
a good
that.
play. Now click recover. Please click recover. Do it. Do it now, because it can't kill you. It can't.
Yeah, because you know all of its moves.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he hasn't revealed glass. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he has revealed it now.
Yeah, he has now.
Yeah, so yeah, it can't kill you. Just click recover, and you are still in this game. Because it's really awkward to switch into this Toxapex as well for evil.
Yeah, Scald are like actually super free.
Yeah,
Like,
but he
nothing.
should definitely click recover here first.
Yeah, he should recover here, but once he's in range to be able to click other moves,
Yeah,
Scald is really annoying for evil.
I could see evil switching into Spectre here as a semi-sec, or even if he wants to be really aggressive, he can also go into Lando, but that would also be risky because it's not impossible for Blacky to think that he might switch into Lando and just click Scald and try to get the extra chance for the burn and then just get it up by switching out again. It's really risky, but it's possible. Toxapex players sometimes feel
Yeah,
invincible because of the regenerator. And they do stuff like that. So he stays in, just recover,
he's in,
please.
perfect
He
light, and
does,
yes, he
and
does.
that's huge. So yeah, I think Evil now knows that, if he didn't know it before, he knows now that he's in big trouble against his Toxapex because he can't switch into the Scald that's coming here. He just can't. And he just
Yeah.
28% with Grassy Glide, and that's the best he can do. So that's really annoying. I think it might be the best for Evil to knock off here once, just to get rid of these annoying black sludge.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
And if you get burned, you get burned. But he doesn't. Alright, so let's see. He probably goes into Spectria if I had to guess. No, he goes into Cobalion. Huh.
Oh, he knocks off.
Oh,
What?
interesting. Shuka Berry. Don't really know if I agree with that knockoff, but Scald was definitely the better play there. But I mean,
Yeah,
even at +1, I don't think this is a threat. This just loses one-on-one against Toxapex, doesn't it?
he does have Zen Headbutt, which +1 might
Yeah,
be.
he just volt switches. So now we see the Spectria probably still, or does he go back into Rillaboom?
He
He goes back into Rillaboom.
yeah, he does.
He wants to get burned.
Okay, I guess now he should click knock off.
Yeah, he definitely should. But so do you think Blacky has Toxics as his last move? Because that would definitely be worth clicking against Rillaboom.
It would make sense. There, there's a few options for what it could be though, right? It could be like Haze or
I mean, he could also go for the recover.
Nah, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rillaboom can't touch it.
Because Grassy Glide is even weaker now, and knockoff is not gonna do a lot. Definitely not. So he should definitely, if he doesn't have Toxic, he definitely should just keep on going for Scald.
Yeah.
So So there's Ghosty
I
knockoff.
wonder how many scalds. Oh, it's Sludge Bomb.
Oh, Sludge Bomb. Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
also
is good. That is also good. That is very good.
that is very good. Now he just recovers again. So yeah, he's definitely in this game still. Definitely. He just
Okay,
needs.
so what we have? We have a poisoned Rillaboom, a burned Spectre, and a toxic Moltres.
Okay, cool.
Which means that Kabayan and Lando also will get burned. So every Pokemon of Evil got a status.
I mean, Lando. It's not definitely not a done deal that Lando will get burned, but it's something to be afraid of for Evil because
Yeah,
that would lose him the game. Just no questions
yeah,
asked.
right there and then that will be it. Like it will be over.
I think that's probably not entirely true because then there's still the PP war because it's not
Yeah,
like
PP.
Toxapex immediately threatens his guys, so he can probably maybe even switch around to save PPs and just let Toxapex run out of PP. That's still possible, but he definitely can't beat it anymore if he gets burned with the Lando.
Okay, Sax
Okay, so he recovered on that.
doesn't. Yeah, if I'd be Blacky, I mean, he could switch out. It's because you can't
Blacky has
forget, it's
only
still.
spent 2 recovers so far. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that's even he would. I was thinking if maybe that's just what he does in front of this is just spam recover until it dies to the burn.
yeah. I
But
think
Yeah.
he
And
should
by the
probably
way,
be
guys, what I
aggressive
just
with his PPs.
noticed, Gallade now looks kind of okay.
honestly,
Yeah.
to some extent, so does Crook. Like if
Yeah, Krug also.
Lion and
Like,
Landers get a bit more damage, a Dark move or a Rillaboom
if
gets
I'd
more
be
damage.
Blacky, um, if I'd be Blacky, I would sack Crowgon and then go into Krug maybe.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think Evil is gonna click Willow here for the residual damage. That's what I would do at
Oh
least.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Go into Crowgon.
That's definitely a lot more
Oh
valuable
wait,
than
Trinell, you forgot something. He's going to. Oh, okay.
Oh,
oh
oh,
okay
Taunt.
okay
I wanted to
I
say that
guess.
he is going to miss Willow, but that is also fine,
I mean now he
I
could just switch out. Now he
guess.
goes into Lando. No, does he go into Lando? Probably not. What does he go into now?
Maybe into Rilla or Cobain.
Yeah, this
It's
is so annoying for Evil, man. This Toxapex.
yeah.
yeah, it's
If he
only been
wins
worth.
this, this would be such a huge
You
win.
should have gone for the Willow. Willow would have been
Yeah, that's definitely what I would have
very
done here.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This just puts so much more
Yeah.
pressure on the
he
Because the
does
Toxapex.
get random.
problem now is
And to be
also
fair,
if he
if he just clicks EQ twice and he doesn't get burned,
yeah, I think Toxapex now Blackie can just go for a Scald now and then sag.
Yeah, because
Diagonal going
it's
to Pax
defensive.
yeah,
again.
It's defensive Lando. It's not gonna kill from 84%. I don't think. And he
no,
Yeah,
has the first chance of probably 2 chances to get the burn here.
yeah, yeah. It's really annoying. It doesn't look too good for Evil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but this is
still,
a
I still,
very
I would
intense fight.
hesitate to make a prediction who wins this at this point. But
Yeah,
it's
I
definitely
think what
super
happens in the
annoying.
next couple turns will be a huge decider.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but yeah.
Is Cryogonal status? No, it's not. So he
Nope.
still has this one EQ immunity at 9%, which is really crucial.
Yeah, and Cryogonal is like even faster and can go for a
Yeah.
recover.
On the other hand,
Um,
Cryogonal loses against every single other member of Evil's team,
yeah.
so yeah, it's probably gonna be gone sooner or
Not
later.
Rillaboom, not Rillaboom. Maybe I don't know.
Yes,
It's
because
it's
Rillaboom has Grassy
yeah.
Gliders.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. A
He
crocodile
goes
has
He should
into.
have scalded first, but
oh
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, yeah.
What is he going to do? Rapids? Yeah, yeah, rapid swim would be an idea. Or ice
Let's
beam.
see, goes
Yeah.
for Ice Beam instead. I mean,
Oh
he
yeah,
can
that
kill
is good.
this. No, can he? Is this
yes,
I
Scarf
yeah,
would
yeah.
Moltres?
If
yeah,
this
I
is
would go I
faster and
wouldn't
the multi
sack
doesn't scarf, this is
Cryogonal
KO.
now. I wouldn't sack Cryogonal now because now he forces Evil always to predict whether
Well,
he's
if the
going to hit.
Moltres isn't scarf, this is just a 2-hit KO, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yes,
right.
it is. And
Yeah.
this looks so specially defensive to me. this is 34% is so little
Yeah.
of a stab ice beam. And it's not like Cryogonal is super weak. It's not the strongest mon in the world, but it's definitely decently hard.
It has around 90 special attack, I think.
Yeah.
Cryogonal, yeah,
Oh,
95.
that's
Damn,
my
Cryogonal is
He goes
amazing.
into
Just Defiance.
okay.
Okay, now you
He's
just.
like Scald for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely. This is the freest Scald ever.
that is a good. That was a good play by Blacky here.
Blacky
Yeah,
is
now
playing
Yes,
Moltres
super
also
well.
just died.
Blacky is
Blacky's
playing
playing
like
this amazing. Like, yeah, that is no problem. He can just scald, get some chip damage with the poison. Yeah, yeah, I
he can
think.
even knock off here to get rid of the leftovers.
Yeah, or stay in
Yeah,
and
knockoff is
recover or sludge bomb. It's like he can decide what he's going to do so freely and like yeah, he just shouldn't lose Toxapex. If he loses Toxapex, even then it's yeah.
that fake out lost him damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
that's
did 9 and he
true.
recovered 12.
That's actually true.
yeah. Like he can just go for the sludge bomb again.
Nah, if he goes for
Say,
a
He gained
scald, that
HP
would be
this turn as
huge.
well.
Let's see the scald.
oh yeah,
No, he goes
Skull
for
will be
sludge.
good,
Yeah,
but
this is
that is
That's
no
also
not even
problem
really a
because
loss, but he still likes this
because
matchup. And
now
the
Blacky
turn,
can just go for the recover. I would
nah.
say.
No, did you just go for scald?
he's
Why
just
wouldn't
called,
you?
yeah.
You
Now
just
he'll V switch into.
he
Oh
can't
yeah,
V-switch
yeah,
into
yeah,
anything.
sure,
You always use
yeah,
scald.
yeah,
This
He
is
actually gained HP both turns that the U-turn, the Rillaboom was in.
yeah,
yeah. Rillaboom can't touch this.
and he
So
still
doesn't
isn't
Moltres
regenerating
and
himself.
Lando.
Yeah, this is so
He's gaining
awkward for
even more
Blacky.
HP now because the Jurassic Train sticks around even after Rillaboom leaves.
Oh no, he goes into Lando. Let's see the scald here, please.
He's called,
Oh my
yes.
god.
Burn.
Oh, he didn't get the burn.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay, well
but
now
Yeah,
he
this
has
is
but
to
now
still a weak
switch.
now is the
HP.
thing that I was talking about. Now he forces this Lando to go for a 50-50. Now he
Yeah,
forces him to either go for U-turn or EQ.
But even
And
EQ
Blacky
dies,
turns
there's
up.
still grassy terrain, so he can't really go for EQ.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
yeah.
kill.
yeah,
Blacky
that's
can
true.
just go for the Scald again.
He can go for the scald
It's
again here. I think Blacky
yeah,
is on track to win this.
yeah. Rillaboom is actually helping Blacky a lot.
Yeah, yeah, this is 5v3 right now.
Yeah.
But he goes, no,
Even
okay.
that's not the worst, because now he just comes back in and has more HP.
Yeah, but I still think clicking scald again would have been the play. But yeah, I
You're
guess
right, but like he's still gonna end this turn in a good position no matter what.
he's fine. He's doing
As far
fine.
as the like matchup is concerned, right?
He
Yeah.
goes into
Like he wants
Yep.
Toxapex
Moltres.
in against
I
Ice
can go into Gallade
No,
or
he just
Krug.
goes into Toxapex. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, he could
Or he
also
wants
go
to
into
speed
Gallade and
this
click
up.
Ice Punch if he
Yeah.
has it.
Yeah, actually, Gallade is really scary also because if it's Ice Punch,
Yeah, it
Ice
is.
Punch and maybe Drain Punch. Like he doesn't switch into Gallade now.
yeah, no, he
It's
doesn't switch
it's
into
already
Gallade.
That's true.
yeah,
That's
because
absolutely
Gallade
true.
can easily go for the Ice Punch
The
and he
thing
doesn't
about
switch.
Gallade is
He has to.
it has to punch Moltres' flame body, so he definitely can
It
get
doesn't
close
have
to it.
Flame Body, it has Pressure.
Does
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
it's like
already
really
confirmed
correct.
it has Pressure.
Oh,
Which means that Blacky can just easily go for the Ice Punch.
yeah, if he has
And
it.
Evil has to sack his Moltres
Oh, he has it.
or Rillaboom. And if he goes into Kabayan, I can just go for the Drain Punch or Close Combat. I don't know what he has. It's looking very good for Glade and Krug. Yeah, like I don't want to be too much on Blacky's side, but I don't see him losing this one now
This is
Yeah,
because
insane,
this.
man. What a turnaround. Honestly,
Yeah,
Blacky played
I
yeah,
so
it
well.
love this
wasn't bad
fight.
to begin with.
Like no joke, this is an amazing fight. Uh,
Definitely, this is one of the best matches
yeah,
I've seen in a long time.
yeah. Not a long time.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Yesterday there was
Oh,
also
he goes
another
into Krug.
amazing
I
fight.
can't say I agree with that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I think either
I
of
don't
the other options
know
are better here.
why he did that. I don't get it. Galate would have been way easier and way more uncomplicated, but it's okay, I guess.
Even this is fine though, right? It's still
I mean, he didn't have a bad option. He only had good options, but I think this is the least good
He
option
had
he could have taken.
he had three good options. The first one was Toxapex, and which would have been just Toxapex again. The Moltres can't touch it, and he just goes for the
I
Scald and
think the
kills
best
it.
option would have been Gallade, honestly. But he goes for Darkest Lariat. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Why would you play Darkest Lariat over Knock? Uh, I don't
Maybe
get it.
I was
Wait,
just
wait,
gonna say
I
maybe he
just
has
also,
Poltergeist on something, but he doesn't.
Yeah. But now, I think Galate would have been the superior choice. Uh, but it's okay, I guess.
It is okay.
oh,
It's
I
fine
think the
because
Dark Riot also. I'm looking at their teams, and sorry, and Evil has a Mega Slowbro, which would take more from the Darkest
yeah,
Land.
fair enough.
Yo, honestly, if
Why didn't he brought Mega Slowbro against Galate? I mean, yeah, he also, yeah, I get it, I get it.
if Evil goes into Cobalion here, which he probably will do, um, I'm thinking if it might be worth it to not go into Toxapex on it, but rather go into Mega Gallade. Because if you go into Toxapex, then you just switch Toxapex in on the Volt switch, and then he goes into Lando, gets a kill.
Yeah,
But if you force in Rillaboom before that by going into Gallade, then you have the grassy terrain back up, and you have a little bit of a buffer against the EQ then afterwards for some
I
turns.
mean, if he goes Cobalion, can he risk Volt switching on this? Like, what if
Yeah,
the Crook
because
just?
he's scarf locked into Darkest Lariat.
probably Scarflock. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this, because I'm very curious how much Lando does. What do you guys reckon? What kind of set is this Lando? Defensive?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
defensive.
like,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
different.
Zero attack or
I don't know, but he goes into
oh,
Lando instead. Ooh, he should definitely just keep on clicking Darkest Lariat IMO,
yeah.
because then he puts it into the next Scald range.
He
If he
just
takes
He
power, then
definitely
it's in
clicks
Scald
Darkest.
range.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
click
yeah, he
Darkest
does
Larry.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
that was the play. That was like yeah.
Oh, that's
I
huge. That's
don't
huge.
know why you did that.
Yeah, now he
Yeah.
just can go into
Okay,
Toxapex.
so
Yeah.
Lando without attack does to fulfill staff Toxapex does the highest is 62% with an
Oh,
EQ.
Okay,
okay.
sex it.
But with grassy terrain it's 31. What the fuck?
I mean, he didn't
Yeah,
have to
okay.
sack it here, but
Now
yeah, now he
delayed,
just
yeah.
clicks close combat or drain punch, whatever he has,
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a really big no-brainer.
because
Because
Gyarados is not a switch in anymore, and
Yeah.
Rillaboom as well. So yeah, he pretty much, if he has drain punch, he just wins with Gallade now.
yeah, and because Rillaboom, it can't really come in because if Rillaboom comes in, Toxapex is amazing again because Lando in grassy terrain does 31 percentage
Yeah.
to Toxapex. It's like he just has to go for the fighting move now. Um, yeah,
Yeah. He's won from this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
probably, yeah.
Yo, does anyone get the Gallade nickname? Why is it called URL?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's strange. He's
Okay.
taking.
Also,
Oh, he has
isn't
Wild
from
Rift.
Wild.
Oh,
That's
that is
GG.
value. That is value. What I say.
That's
Okay,
GG.
wait.
He just clicks
Rillaboom.
Drain Punch again.
It isn't Sword Stance, Grassy Glide on Mega Glade. Does a kill.
I'd rather just go hard dog specs here, right?
Nah, he just clicks Drain Punch.
Yo,
This is GG.
yeah, Grassy Glide doesn't kill it. Grassy Glide doesn't kill it. It's from Adamant Life Orb in this cog.
It's
And
also
this
inner
is
focus, so that's something.
yeah, yeah, that is GG. That is a big
Wow,
GG.
Gallade.
Blacky played amazing.
That was
And
amazing.
Evil also put
Amazing
in
by
a
Blacky.
very good show.
And
I
it,
really like this fight,
this was
and
one of the best
yeah,
matches I've seen. Yeah, definitely
yeah,
GG to both guys.
this is I think the best Johto League match till this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Blacky and Evil they both played amazing, and First time I see Toxapex in a draft league. I mean, Ujana's match in Pwn League against Keto, that also put in some work. But this time, yeah, Pax was wow. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. This was a very
Me
good
too. That's
game.
all I can say. Definitely, both players played amazing, and Blacky even more so. That was the best performance I've ever seen from a Johto League player. Honestly, that was insane. And yeah, so thanks so much, SMO and Prof, for joining me. That was definitely, for it being such a long match, it definitely was entertaining to commentate this with you, at least from my perspective. And yeah,
Yeah,
with that being said, I will see you guys in the next recording. And who knows, maybe we can play some Smash Brothers later today. Any
yeah,
Yeah.
ideas?
sure, I'm down.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, cool. So yeah, guys, we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.